Does the Bible condone the death penalty? A lot of people have been talking about the death penalty recently after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Many have been calling for the shooter to receive the death penalty. Even the government officials have been calling for it, and it seems like he may get it, depending on how things go with the trial. But this has caused a lot of people to question whether the death penalty should be legal and the moral implications of the death penalty. And I think we should, as always, consult the Bible and see what that says on it. And I think the Bible is very clear on the death penalty, and I will give the answer and then an explanation. So, what does the Bible say about the death penalty? Does it condone it? I would say yes, it does, unequivocally. As to why, I would point to Genesis 9, verse 6 for an example. It says that anyone who takes another person's life, his life shall be taken. And if you look throughout Scripture, that is actually the first kind of ordinance for a civil authority. That's kind of the groundwork of a government. Obviously, not it's not getting too crazy with like taxation or anything like that, but it's that an individual who murders someone, his life must be taken. And I don't believe this is God condoning vigilantism, right? That would be not good. But it's that a civil authority, a collection of people who have the good of society in mind, have to deliver justice, right? And that's ultimately what the death penalty is. It's that it is a delivery of justice. When you undervalue someone's life, when you take away their life, you must pay back that debt to society and to the people, to the victims as well, by giving up your life as well, right? And so to not support the death penalty is actually would be bad, right? It would be in contradiction to justice and to the Bible. And we see throughout Scripture the Bible calls for the death penalty in many cases. It calls for stoning and stuff in the Old Testament and whatnot. And there has to be a punishment for crime, and even for God Himself. He very much supports the death penalty. Everyone who sins is given the death penalty, right? That's the bad news of the Bible, right? That even a liar gets the death penalty. So God is even more extreme on the death penalty than pretty much any nation in the history of the world has been. So I think we should really take that home. No, I'm not calling for stonings of people who are liars or anything like that, but clearly there has to be a sense of punishment for a guilty party, especially for an egregious crime like that, because they undervalue human life, and we have to punish that, to not incentivize that. So should Christians support the death penalty? Absolutely, and it is against justice if they do not.